Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Episode 5, and we're still alive. If you remember, yesterday we purchased ourselves a prospector. We haven't even claimed it yet. It's sitting here. So we can go ahead and retrieve this. It's brand new. Let's go. We're going to do some prospector mining today. So we did mention that yesterday. So we're exactly where we left off. We've got 1.6 million left after we bought the prospector. There has been an update. There was an update. In fact, I'm just going to I know we're doing a let's play, but I'm just going to quickly share this with you because I kind of feel like this is important, right? I think like this is kind of important information to cover. So let me just bring this up on the screen. So this was updated today. This is supply or die commodity adjustments. And it says, prices have been updated with supply and demand while supply or die is running. The change will not remove the cargo hauling side of the event players are enjoying because it's so profitable, but it will make sure that the payment matches the effort given by the other routes. Players get these resources in. So these new supply and demand prices are not permanent. They will be adjusted back after the event. Tin is increased by 7,300%. Ice is increased by 3,300%. Copper and corundum are increased by 2,900% respectively. And Deterine is 50% of the price, so it's reduced from 9,000 to 4,500. Supply and refresh rates for these have been drastically lowered for the event. All of these changes bring the effect value appraisal for shop sourcing versus mining to about even. So everything we managed to buy from the shop in the first couple of days is a bonus. We've got that. Now it's really expensive to be able to do that. We can still make a profit from it, but just nowhere near what we could before. Now the damage has already been done because there are some players in the game that have got billions of credits, literally billions. So I don't know if they're going to do a server wipe in the future or they're going to do something to deal with that. But yeah, that's just, I wanted to share that with you because if you looked in a previous episode, I just don't think that's a viable route. Plus, we know that all of the freight elevators are broken. And, I mean, you can still make money from it, but I don't know. Like, I like it. I think it's really, really good that they've done this because it was just absolutely broken. And the fact that you could buy stuff so cheap and sell it and make so much money, literally billionaires were being created. And it just means there's no value to money in the game. Vaughn's still broken. But it now means it's perfect timing for us, actually, because given the fact we've just bought a prospector and we need to get that conundrum, we can actually go and get it. Now, before we go out in this ship, by the way, this beautiful, beautiful brand new ship that we now own, we could upgrade it. We do want to upgrade it at some point. But there's actually something else that we should do first. So there are some really good websites. You know, we talked about some of them in the past that we've used. We've used Urkel.games, we've used uexcorp.space. Well, today I'm going to introduce you to a new website, maybe not new, but it's definitely new if you're not used to this. It's called Regolith Rocks. Regolith Rocks, okay? So this is REGOLITH.rocks. And here, you can go across to data, okay? If you click on data, you can start looking at some of the ore types by location. You can look at ore types by different data. And what you're going to do is you're going to see this grid here. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at ore types. You can look at rock types as well. So there's different types of rocks. So you can learn all about these different types of rocks, whether they are going to be S-type rocks or they're going to be C-type, etc., etc. Lots of different types of rocks and what you might get as a composition of those rocks. Also, you can look at rock locations. So this kind of gives you information about the different locations and things like that. What we're going to be looking for, though, is ore types. That's what we want, ore types. Now, we can click on these to remove them. Now, S tier is obviously the most expensive and valuable. We're not going to look at any of that right now. A tier is stuff that is quite valuable. B tier, obviously not as valuable, and C tier, back in a gutter. This is where we are, because this is what we're looking for, right? Corundum and copper. So we want corundum. Now, we can look at whether we're going to get this on an asteroid or on the surface. So we have to pick one or the other to be able to see where we're going to get it from. And we can see right now that we're actually going to get this So if we were to go for both of these and turn them both on, it now tells us, like, her L1, this means we're going to get it around her L1. Aberdeen, obviously planet surface, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to look down this list of Corundum. We can't filter them, unfortunately. It would be really nice if we could organize these, but we can't. We do get a 2x bonus. This is a multiplier for farming in Stanton. Now, if we go down and we look here at Pyro, we do get a 2x bonus as well. So a 2x bonus for Pyro as well, which is good. So more systems in the future will have more benefits to them. Just something to remember. All right, so what we want to do right now is look at Corundum, because this is what we're interested in. So this column, we are going to scroll down and look for the highest percentage. Right now we can see Microtech, 50% is winning. Is it 67% is the Clio? Okay, so we can see here Microtech. So as a planet on Microtech, 50%. Okay. We can see here that if we were looking on Clio, 67%. All right, 67%, but only a 1x. All right, 1x down here. Microtech, 1x. Hardcor, 2x, but there's nothing there. Crusader, 2x, nothing there. Cruel, 2, nothing there. Okay. So we're looking for the 2x's at the moment. There's nothing on any of the 2x's. So from a 1x, it looks like our two locations is either Clio, where there's 67% chance of finding this in a rock at Clio, and also on Microtech itself. Okay, so now we need to consider Clio's quite a small space. Might be quite a few people there doing this. There might also be a lot of pirates there doing this. So, but we know where we need to go. So we've kind of got that understanding now. So now what we can do, jump into our ship and start to consider, well, okay, where are we going to do this? Are we going to go straight for the 67%? Because if we do that, chances are everyone else is going to be there doing the same thing, right? Microtech is a much, much bigger planet. Maybe it's better to go to Microtech and do it. You're going to lose 17%, but you might not die. And also, you might not get seen or bothered by anyone. So you kind of just have to figure out, where do we go? Where's best to do it? We can Alt and N again now. We couldn't do that in the last video. It wasn't working. Just by logging out and logging in, it seems to have fixed that problem, which is nice. So I'm hoping it's fixed a few of the issues. All right. So let's head out. You can see completely different HUD now. Different ship. So a few things we need to get used to. We're going to head up here. Take off our landing gear. All right. And then before we get out, let's press F2. And again, we can go to Microtech. I think Microtech's going to be the better option here because I think it's just going to be a bit too risky otherwise. Clio, again, I reckon there could be people outside, around. I just think pirating. People are going to want to steal your loot. They are not going to want to do the farming themselves. And so this is where piracy is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think that could be just a bit of a challenge. So if we look down on Microtech, figure out where it is we might want to go. We don't want to go maybe to anywhere obvious. So maybe we go and look somewhere on the outskirts, somewhere where are people not likely to be? Where's not a lot of stuff going to be happening? We want to go somewhere just kind of out the way. Might be quite a few new players around here. So yeah, we can go to this like emergency shelter. We're just going to go and have a look around there. All right, it's going to take us about 3 minutes to get there. So let's just head up. All right. There's definitely a few ships out here. Almost ready to quantum travel. Bit of a slow ship, but it's okay. Once we get out, we'll be okay. Just using up that boost. All right, we're online. Let's go. So first of all, we're going to head to orbital marker 4. This is a stock ship as well. We haven't done anything to it at this stage. We're now good to go. Let's head over to Microtech. So again, you've got to make these decisions. There's going to be at the moment, specifically with Pyro, because there's so many people going back and forth to Pyro with RMC and things like that, you would expect people to be camping the gateways at Pyro. There'll be pirates that are waiting to kill you. A good way to deal with that in Pyro is to jump out of the jump tunnel before you arrive at the location, but it's a bit risky. There's also some bugs where you can just randomly explode inside the Pyro jump tunnel at the moment, so I don't want to risk that. You might lose your loot. We're going to play safe for now. We're going to stay in Stanton just for now. Maybe towards, you know, when we get a bit deeper into this series, we'll take a few more risks. But for now, we've got one life. We don't want to waste it. So we've done a bit of salvaging. We did that yesterday. Salvaging was cool. You know, we didn't make any money, but we could have. We've got the RMC to be able to make money on that, so that's fine. Now, however, we want to do some mining, and we've got these 2 ships now. So at any point, we can go salvaging. At any point, we can go mining. We've got 2 completely new game loops that can be profitable for us. And I like the idea of learning these game loops and playing through them. And they're not contracted, so, you know, with salvaging, you can do the contracts. There's no reputation to earn. Same with mining. There's no reputation to earn at the moment. There's nothing in terms of a game loop. There will be in the future. But for progression, there's the only progression from these 2 game loops is the profit that you make. And due to the fact that there's just easier ways to make profit right now, that's why it's just not viable. Once you understand the game loop, I don't think there's any reason to, unless you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, great, carry on, crack on, enjoy it. But if you're at a point where you're like just trying to make money and you don't care how you do it, and this is boring, then you just don't do it. Go and find something else to do. But yeah, definitely recommend getting the experience, the skill set to learn how this works. But yeah, this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've not done mining in a long time. There's some rocks on planets that require multiple people to be able to break them. So if you've ever used like the hand mining tool and you've done that, if you're in like Klesha or anything like that, if you ever looked at my videos, I've done videos on like rock mining. You can watch the beginner's guide series I've got on rock mining. That will teach you. But in terms of like this gameplay loop, I think for today, yeah, we're just going to chill in the ship. We're going to see if we can find some corundum. That's that we've got so much copper. And we've got so much corundum, but we just can't get it out, unfortunately. It's like we bought it, which is great, but it's stuck at that location. Now I'm hoping because this is now more expensive, it's gonna, and because you can't get it as much, I'm hoping like at Shubin, SCD1, I'm kind of hoping they fix that. And when they fix that, either through a hot patch or through these changes they're making, then we'll go back, we'll pick all of that up and we'll sell it and we'll make that profit. So we'll easily make like 60 million from that. Great. All right, that's money sorted at that point. But for now, I mean, we have to take what game loops are available, right? Vaughn feels like, outside of Supply or Die, Vaughn still feels like the best. Which, by the way, no one's going to be doing Vaughn at the moment because everyone's doing Supply or Die. All right, that's where we said we're going to go to, this emergency shelter. We'll just head down here. And what we're going to do when we quantum in, we're just going to look around for any ships. So again, we can always press F. Oh no, we don't want to exit. No. Now what we want to do is zoom out of this. So you can use your middle mouse wheel to zoom in or out of this. You can kind of see this when you zoom out with your middle mouse wheel by holding F, that radar. And then what you can actually do, you can right click on this. If I can... Let me just get out of here. This is really not... There we go. I wanted that. So you can right click on this. We should be able to. And you should be able to lock it. Or is it double click? Double click or... There should be a way to lock it. I don't know. It's not locking at the moment. Or it's not showing up the icon anyway. But there is a way to lock it. Alright, so we're here. We're looking around for ships. I can't see anything around. That's great. So we're just going to head down. Going to start pinging. Kind of looking for like a mountainous range. Going to go into press V so we're in the right mode, because that helps. And what we're looking for is signals. Anything that shows up as unknown. There's an unknown over there. So if we click on that now, we can see we've got a signature on that of 9,600. I don't actually know what the multiples are that we're looking for, but we're looking for... There's another one down here. What's this one? Alright, this one's 9,200. Cool. This one's a little bit closer, so we'll go for this one first. Nice and easy. It's a bit of a slow ship, but that's cool. Oh wow, look, there's more here as well. Now these ones, because they're showing up smaller, they don't show up until you get closer to them. So, Nice's deposits, we're not really interested in that. It's kind of good that it's showing us what it is, but we're not interested in that. We're going to keep going. There was another one over here that we saw. We want to kind of find out what that is. Let me just have a look. We don't want to shield on. Yeah, this is a really, really slow... What we want to do here, let's look at the power management, okay? We're going to take off our life support because we don't want that on. And we're going to put a few more points here into our... There we go. So now we can just navigate a little bit quicker. Right, I don't know what we were looking for, but it seems to have disappeared. There's one over there. It's like 10 kilometers away though. Super, super slow. And we're using our boost up as well, so... Bit of a tank. Well, not a tank, a fridge is what I meant. Okay, let's see if we can get over here. Okay, we're going to find out what this is down here. So it's 9,600. It's unknown. There's a few of them. We'll get a little bit closer. We'll figure out what this is. Still showing up as unknown. Granite. Alright, so that's granite. We're not really interested in granite, I don't believe. Let's keep looking. There's a couple more over here, look, unknowns. And keep going and looking for these. So this is what we're doing. No different to what we're doing before with the rock mining. If you ever watched the tutorial videos. Can't even see what that is. That looks like animals, I believe. Graziers, yeah. They're going to be cows. Yeah, you can see they're just cows. So not really interested in those too much. The mass size, this one's 9,200, so the mass size is really what gives away what it is. Getting more grazers down there. We could do a mission for that, by the way. Yeah, there's another deposit here. This isn't what we're looking for. I'm going to go and scan these, though, because I want to go and see. I'm curious. You can see these rocks, right? We can scan these rocks. If we scan it like that, it's going to tell us what it's made up of. So we get close enough. Should be able to scan it. There you go, scanning. Same thing as you do with a ship. So this one tells us... Oh, it is, look. 63 oh, Conundrum. Okay, so it is in here. Inert materials is worthless. Conundrum raw, 63%. Oh, so this is what we're looking for then. Okay, so we're just looking for any rocks. Okay, 63% chance we're going to find it. All right, I'm learning. So we press M like we would with salvaging. We go into this fracturing mode. So now we've got our kind of bit at the front of our ship out here. Happy days. Let's crack on. So we're going to start to hit that. Hold down Alt. Or not even Alt. You can just middle mouse wheel. Put our laser up. Alright, we can see the charge level on the right hand side here. This is going up. Once it's in that area, we need to then stop. So fracture mode. We'll bring that mouse wheel down now into that optimal zone. Alright, now we're in that optimal zone. You're going to start to see it going across now. So once that's full, it fractures. So we have to keep it in this range here for that. Now you can see that we're a bit high at the moment. Do not go into overcharge. Right, we have to keep it optimal. And then what happens? It breaks. Perfect. Boom. And then we can go into... Well, we can go from fracture mode. Just need to figure out how to do this. I forget how we go across. Give me a second. I'm just going to go into options. And from options, I'm going to look at control hints. Because I've forgotten. It's been such a long time. So, okay. Oh, left Alt and S. Oh, left Alt and G. Really? No, left Alt. Ah, left Alt and left mouse. I can't see it. There we go. So now I'm picking this up. So we can see what I'm picking up now. And pick some more up here. So we can see my cargo. Alright, that's one. That's nice. And then pick this one up. So this is 100% raw. No, that's 100% raw inert materials. So we don't want that one. So looking at the composition of what it is, right? It's the composition that we want to pick up. Actually, this is quite nice. So we've got this one here. Composition is... Yep. Just hover over it and it will tell you what it is. Takes a little while. So this one is inert materials. We don't want inert materials. It's a waste. So we can just ignore that one. But what's really cool is we can come over here. Now look, we could, I think, if we look at the composition of this. Our cargo is full, right? Now we could obviously keep mining this. So we can do exactly the same thing again. Laser up. Oh. No. There we go. Alright, so we can work on this. Break this. Now you can look at the stability of the rock as to how quickly it goes up and down. Look at the composition again. This has got some Bexolite on it, which we can obviously make some money from. But it's got that corundum, which we need. But our cargo is full. See, that's the other thing. We've only got 32 SCU of cargo. So really what we need is another... Well, we can't do anything at the moment. We've only got 32 SCU, right? There's nothing we can do. So we can go over to extraction mode now. So... And we can see what it's made up of. Storage is full. That's it. We've got 32 SCU. Of that, 24 SCU is the corundum, which is fine, but... Now we need to go to Pyro. That's a bit of a trek. This is a long way to go. We need, this is a good starter ship to do this. We need a better ship. We need to upgrade these bags that we've got on here. And we can do that, by the way. We can upgrade these bags. We just need to find ourselves an Argo mole or another ship that has bags that we can take them from. And we can swap them over and put better bags on. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to head out. Take the shields off. Put that away, and away we go. Very slow ship. Low storage in terms of the raw materials we've got. And also just getting across to where we need to go now. So, like, bearing in mind where we are, right, in Microtech. Getting to that Pyro gateway. It's going to take 5 minutes. So that's a 10-minute round trip there and back. Plus the quantum fuel that we're using. It's a lot. But that's what we need to do. So that's what we're going to do. Now, whilst we're doing this, let's have a little look around, right? So we know Pyro. Like, we know the Pyro gateway is where we're after. Oh. Just zoom out and go and have a quick look. So, alright, what planets do we have near the Pyro gateway? Right, because if we're looking... So let's go over to the other map. So just while we're in that view, I'll bring this over. So we want this conundrum, right? We know that. So we can have a look around Hardcor, because Hardcor is a bit closer. Well, Arc L4... Well, let's have a look. Where is Arc L4? See, Arc L4 is not near. Arc L5 is near, but there's nothing there. 75%. So, Arc L1 is nearby. There's a 30% chance there. 30% chance, but it means we haven't got to mess about with planets. Her L5 is nearby. So let's look at her L5. Is there anything there? 33% chance, look. And we can get some copper. So her L5 is close. Crew L4. I don't think there was anything on Crew L4. No, there's not. Although we can get copper at Crew L5. But Crew L5, bit of a distance. So... yeah, we have to kind of figure out where we're going to go to. Arc L5 definitely looks like... sorry, not Arc L5, sorry. We've got her L5 we mentioned. Her L5 is possible, right? It's a lower percentage chance. Lower percentage chance. But it's less travel. So maybe her L5... is where we go, flying around there to try and pick this stuff up. Maybe. Again, doesn't have to be, but could be. We're trying to find an ideal place. Now, I would say at the moment, if we're looking for something like this, we're probably better looking around Arc L4. So Arc L4 looks like the better option. But that's still... the problem with that is Arc L4 is nearly as far out as Microtech. That's the problem with that one. So there's not really anywhere else we're going to get anything. Unless we go to Pyro. But again, look at this. There's a lot of stuff in Pyro. Definitely a lot of stuff. But not really... not what we're looking for at the moment. So, do we waste our time? Do we waste our time in Microtech going back and forth? I mean, we saw how easy it was to fill up, right? We could do with a better ship. So why don't we, whilst we're here, look at other ships? Maybe that's something we can do instead. We're kind of still got a long way to go at the moment as we're heading over. So if we want to do something like raw, like if raw is what we're after, well, let's go and have a look at a different website for a second. Let's go and have a look at vehicles, and let's look at these mining vehicles, right? So now what we can do, we want to buy a vehicle. We could rent a vehicle if we want to. If we only want to rent it for the day, we can do that instead. All right, and we could look at the mole. So we could rent the mole. It's going to cost us quite a lot, 200k. We could actually rent it at the Pyro Gateway. And that's got 96 SCU. You see the difference? 24 to 96 straight away. So what we could do is we could rent the mole. Once we've finished renting it, before we get rid of it, we simply just take the mole, take the bags off of it, put 4 of those bags into our prospector, and we've upgraded our bags on our mole. So we could do that. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to look at renting. I mean, if we were to buy a mole... So look, by the way, we can look at sort of what the categories are, what we're looking to do. So if we're looking for mining, so we can see there what we've got. The mole, the prospector, but look at the price, brand new, 8.9 million to buy this. 8.9 million. So we've got the prospector, we can rent the mole, and I think that's going to be the best option for now because we don't want to buy it. So we've just used the prospector, that's great. We can do that here, by the way, we can rent it here before we go back out again, because otherwise it's so much back and forth, right? So much back and forth. So, thinking about efficiency, thinking about our game loop, the mole's definitely going to be something that we can use, for now. But we also have to consider transporting. All right, now we're going to need some money, because now we also need... Now, in Pyro, it's not a problem. We've got to be quick. We don't want to die here. We want to get safe, because this is where we might get pirated. So, once we arrive, I don't think anyone's going to pirate at this point. But we're going to head in. There isn't someone over there, look. We're going to put our shields on. We're going to head in. We are so slow. We're going to take our shields off just to try and get in a little bit quicker, because we're really slow at the moment. We just want to get into the armistice zone. There we go. Now we're in the armistice zone. We're going to go for that landing. There we go. We've got a hang-up. Radar's not very good on this, so we're not able to see really what we're targeting and what we got. There's definitely some players around here, though. If they're number plates, there's no pilot. So if you can see this like dash, 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 unless someone's made that their name, which some people do, that's just a number plate. That means there's no pilot in the seat. If there's a pilot in the seat, you'll see their name. Players cannot add spaces to their names. So if it's got an underscore or a dash, it's probably a player. If it's got a space in it, it's probably an NPC. You're not really going to see NPCs around here. All right, let's get this in. We'll do this. We'll go and hire ourselves a mole. It's going to cost us quite a bit, but we'll make it back. Now, again, you would normally have to worry about transporting, but we don't have to do that because we're selling it from here. So this is going to be perfect for us. And we're going to make some really good money on this as well. So, yeah, all good. Let's get in. Now, what we have to do is store our ship. There is a bug at the moment. No. Let me in. Don't crash. Ah! All right. What we have to do is we have to land our ship. Now, we don't use a freight elevator this time. Okay, we don't use a freight elevator. We're just going to get out of our ship and we're going to store it. That's the key. So we're going to exit ship. Little trick for you here. Turn around and walk out backwards. Ah, it doesn't work. It works on some ships. It cuts out that animation sequence. All right, now, if we go downstairs, the ship will auto-store. So if we go over here, the ship will auto-store and it may bug out. So we're going to come to this terminal and we are going to click store. All right, now that is going to be stored. We're going to wait for that to store before we leave. Okay, still not stored. We're going to still wait. Still waiting. When that caution disappears, it is actually stored now, but we're going to wait for that. Now we're going to consider it stored. All right, now it's stored. Lights are back on. We can go. Nope. Try again. Thank you. Down to the lobby. Happy days. Successful. So now we need to go to the refining level. I would actually drop my kit off at this point as well, just so you can run faster. You run slower in heavy gear. Okay. Cool. So we're going to go back to that refining place that we talked about earlier. If you watched in the last video, we talked about this. Past the services, which we can rent our rock from, our mole from. We're coming upstairs. Now we could sell it, but we don't want to. We want to come to the refinement center. And now we need to connect to our ship. So yes. Select location, prospector. Here it is. Set up work order. Okay. What do we want to do in our work order? We have to select a process. Now we looked at that before. And just to show you, in case you can't remember, we did, one second, we did look at this before. So on the UEX website, and you can also do this on the Regolith Rocks website, these are your methods, right? So we are going to go for Dinix, because Dinix is a high yield, low cost. All right, so Dinix is what we're going to use. So coming back to the game, we're going to connect, begin, we're going to select our location, we're going to set up a work order, and we are going to select an option and we are going to use a Dinix, okay? All right. Let's process in our request. Okay. Let me figure out what's going on there. I think that was stuck on that processing request screen. There we go. So, Dinix. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to refine the conundrum. Yep. There's actually not really much point in doing this. We're not going to get much from it. But we're not going to get that much from it. But this one we can. That's all we're really after at the moment anyway, so we can see the quantity of it. This is going to add to the... and we're going to leave the inert, okay? Get the quote. So that's going to yield X amount. Cool. It's going to take... so you can see the difference now. We can get a quote if we need to. 20 hours, it's going to cost 630. 20 hours, 659, all right? But 20 hours, that's how long that's going to take. All right, well, that's not really going to give us enough, so it's fine. So we'll just leave that one off. We're going to get less than an SCU for this. Confirm that, and that order is now in. That work order is in. So we're now waiting for this. It's going to take us 20 hours or 21 hours. All right, and we can see what we're going to get in terms of yield from this. Now, this is CSCU, not SCU. So, yeah, we have to wait for that. There's our work order. That is one work order in. Whenever they do a reset, like a patch update where they do a reset, you will lose all your work orders. So work orders are reset at the moment, which is very frustrating, but please bear that in mind. All right, let's go downstairs. Let's come over here. And let's rent ourselves the Argo Mole. It's quite a lot to rent. We're going to rent it for one day. We're going to confirm. All right. We've got our Argo Mole. Let's head out. I'm also just going to buy a couple of these drinks, so I've got them. Always good to have some drinks. Going to pick those drinks up because we actually, even though we bought them, didn't pick them up. So if we go to sustenance, grab those. I don't need an extra multi-tool, so I can get rid of that. Got some food and stuff like that. We're all good. All right. Let's go. We're going to make loads of money from that once we sell it. Let's go get our new ship. Now we have to make the decision, are we going to go out to space and do this, or are we going to go back down to that planet and have a look around and see if we can find what we need? 30% chance of finding anything in space, 60% chance of finding anything on the planet. A lot further to go to get to the planet though.
Good day.
But we are in the mole. Now we don't need copper at the moment, so that's good. Alright, look at all this stuff we've got here. So, medium mining. Let's go ahead and get our mole. Request that delivery. Right, we're going to retrieve our mole. Alright, two things that we can do at this stage. This is a little bit cheeky, but we're going to go to our medium hangar. First thing we're going to do. We're going to set ourselves up. So that refinery order is in right now. Here's the mole. Much bigger ship. As you can see, it's got the bigger bags on it, right? But guess what? If we go into this ship, we can actually, we need to go to the elevator as well, but if we go into this ship, we can unlock the ports and we can take off 4 of these bags. Okay? Now, this is a bit of a cheesy strat, but it's insurance fraud and it works. You can do it. There's nothing to stop you doing this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come into our ship here. We're going to take the elevator up. We're going to sit. Okay. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. It's okay. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. We're going to get into our ship. And we are going to unlock the ports. Okay? First thing we're going to do. Okay, can we get in, please? Can we go up, please? Okay, it works this time. So, coming inside. Cool looking little ship. Open these doors, come around here. As you can see, you have to kind of get used to this. There's a mining arm here. So this is going to be a turret where you'll come from if you want to use that. Got a door here. This door doesn't actually go anywhere though. That's a bit of a weird one. So on this side if you want to. You've got the turret on here. On the other side, you've got the same thing. Turret on here as well. So if you're sitting in a turret, you've got to turn the power on. Comes out like this. It's pretty cool. Now you're here, look. Can't turn the power on though. I'm not sure if... There we go, power on. Alright. There's our mining laser. So exactly as we did before. You can do that. Do that. So you can take a couple of people with you. You can do it yourself if you need to. But this has got an Argo mining laser. Just really good to understand the process of how this works. Now, what you can do is you can have someone in the left turret, someone in the right turret, and that is going to have an additional 2 lasers. So if you wanted to, you can have that. It's been a while since I've been in. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So then I can go up the stairs there. I was going to say it's been a while since I've been in this ship. So those are the 2 parts there, right? Then we can open up this door. And now we come through. You've got kind of a chill out area here. There's another door here if you need to open it. Kind of takes you out the back here. We've got sleeping quarters. Some other parts of the ship that you might be interested in. Just, I think these are meant to be like component storage or showers or something. Weapon racks. I don't know what that's meant to be. But we can come through here. More components to the front of the ship. All right. There is another area here which we can go down. So slide all the way down here, and you have another turret. That's going to be more of a... let's just get to the top and... from here. And then here we go. So this is going to be your pilot seat where you can fly from. So good to understand the layout of the ship that we've got. It's a much, much bigger ship than what we were used to. It does have some guns, so you can fire from here, although it doesn't really do that much. If we went into the mining mode, like the laser mode, we can do that from here, but we can't actually do anything, you know? Like we can't actually, like we can turn it on and then things like that, but it's not letting us do anything. So we'd have to be in a turret to be able to do it. Now I don't know if that's going to change in the future or whether they do anything to that. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. You can see you've got the turret underneath there. You've got the 2 there on the side. So there's 3 in total. But this only flies. So to be able to use the turrets, you actually need to go into the turret to do it. So just bear that in mind if you're going to be farming this. You need to position yourself accordingly. But what we're going to do right now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hold down Alt and K. And that is going to unlock the ports. So first thing we want to do is actually want to take the shields off. Okay. And then we've unlocked our ports. So now the ports are open. We've held down Alt and K. We can go ahead and get out of the ship now. And then once we get out, going to grab our multi-tool. And because we've unlocked the ports, we can now grab these bags off, look. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. Excellent. Other thing we can do, by the way, whilst we're here, is take off this Argo mining head. So if we're going to do insurance fraud, we may as well do it properly. And if we're going to be selling stuff, well, let's just do it properly. I don't see this as cheesy. I just see it as a naughty thing to do. But insurance claims and things are possible at the moment. So it makes sense to take all the components out, all the bits, strip this down, get everything off of it. This is what you do with a rental. So what we're going to do right now is by heading down to, well, the storage elevator, we can put all of this stuff into our storage. We could have actually moved over. It would have been a lot easier for us to move over to have done this. Now, with this, something you need to consider. If I put these in here and they lock into place... Ah, they're not doing it now. They were before. Before, these were not working. So what would happen is they would actually lock underneath. Looks like they may have fixed this now. Looks like they may possibly have fixed this. We're just going to put 4 of them down there with a couple of these heads. These might still lock. Yep, they're still locking in place. Take this one off. We don't need these. Yeah, you see how these are kind of locked half in, half out? And then you struggle to lock them out? This is what was happening with these. Now, these aren't locking into place, so that's actually a good thing. But what I want to do is I want to pull these over to the side. Okay, so I'm going to take these 4 bags. And this head. I'm going to stick them over here out the way. Alright, so, I'm going to put 4 in there. And then I'm going to take the others off and put them. So I know this is like a little bit of messing about. But once it's done, it's just so much more storage for us. So we'll just chuck those in there. That's all done. And then we'll... Yep. Then what we'll do is we'll just lower that. Thank you very much. Transfer that to the warehouse. So that is now all stored. Now, I believe that they've made an update that if you do an insurance claim, all of this will now disappear. And so we want to put it on the new ship before we do our insurance claim. So, that's everything off of this that we need. There are components we could go and grab and things like that. Yes, it's possible we can do that. But right now, what we're going to do is just lower this ship. Actually, I apologise. We're not going to lower this ship. We're actually going to go and blow this ship up. So to do that, we jump into the front of the ship. Once we're here, open that pilot seat. Now we've lowered half of this stuff so it's safe. The other half we've left out. Now what we're going to do, hold down backspace.
Self-destruct on.
Self-destruct is on. Run. And when I say run, I mean run. Come on! The bigger ship should give you longer. It should give us time. We're just gonna sit here and chill for a minute. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance fraud. Okay, let's now...
Welcome to the ASOP.
Let's bring up our MISC prospector.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the place visitors again.
So there you go. All of the components have just disappeared because anything on that elevator disappears when it goes down. We've still got our bits here, which are safe, which is good. And now as our new ship comes up, we can take all of the parts out that we need for it and swap them over. So, again, insurance fraud. I'm not suggesting it. I'm not saying it's a good idea. But we have these Argo pods. Now, the same thing with this. We are not going to be able to do anything at this stage. So, take these over. We'll put one there. Now, again, we can't click on these at the moment. So, what we need to do is jump inside. And we need to Alt and K just to be able to open up those ports. You can only do that from being within the driver's seat. So we'll sit down.
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
Now this one actually tells you, it does say ship ports unlocked. So that's good. Okay, that was a bit weird. So now, you can take one of these, which is the MISC ore pod. Now you have to remember, with this we get 32 SCU, right? So 32 SCU, there's 4 of these. That means we're going to get 8 SCU in each of these, 8. Right, but if we put this up right, if we try to put it up right anyway. And if we compare it to this, you can see straight away the difference in size. And so the good thing about this, or the really cool thing about this, is that we can offer this up here, and it just slots into place. So we're taking off the MISC ore pods, and we're putting on the Argo ore pods instead. Need to make sure we offer it up correctly. I've actually got it upside down, haven't I? Yeah, I have got it upside down. Right, my bad. Let's spin that around so it's the right way up, because then it will fit in properly. There we go. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, remember these were 8 SCU each, right? So that's 8. That's going to be 16. Same on the other side, which gives us 32 total. Also, look at this. This is an Arbor MH1 mining head. Now, the problem I think we have with this is I don't think the MH2 is going to fit. This is a size 2. That was a size 1. So this will not fit on here. Unfortunately. Not unless we were to... Yeah, see? Tells you it's wrong. Invalid attachment. So we can't do that, sadly. Would have been nice. Oh. We should still definitely make sure that we connect that one on, right? So yeah, that doesn't work, sadly. My mistake. Alright, let's bring these over. These last 2. Now, we're not done yet. Because if our ship blows up... Now, it doesn't matter. Because if our ship blows up and we're in it, it's GG. But, if you're not playing the same game as me, if you're not doing this where, you know, so what? If you die, you just restart. Then you're going to want to save this loadout. So what we're going to do is bring this over here. Excellent. We'll take this over here. We can sell these. Get paid for them. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to lower this. Okay, it's done, but we now need to store it. Alright, so let's start by storing that. Wait for it to go down. It's got to be in storage before we can continue. Just gonna wait for those lights to come back on. Then we need to press F1 and go to our vehicle, and we need to select our prospector. Okay? Now that we've selected our prospector, we can just unequip something. Doesn't matter what it is, anything. Just unequip it, save changes. Then re-equip it, save changes. Now, this has saved our loadout. If we look at what we've got on here in terms of utility, we can see we've got this mining laser. But we've also got the... that's a hard fuel systems. I don't know, they're not... They don't show up on here. But anyway, my point being is that it has now saved those bags. So let's go ahead now. And let's bring that back up. We're going to retrieve it.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Everything else should still be here. Yep, there you go. There's the bags, etc., etc. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's actually left these out as well. I didn't... That's new. That used to wipe those, but the fact that's come back up is pretty cool. That's more persistence. That's a recent update. Normally, that they would have wiped. So we had 32 SCU before. And now, bum-ba-dum, if we sit down in our seat, into the pilot seat.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Huh. It says 0 SCU. That's weird. 0 of 0? Have they changed this so you can't do this anymore? Have I just wasted my time? I don't know. Now I'm a little bit unsure.
Engines on.
Hold on.
Launch sequence complete.
No, I think it's just...
Landing gear up.
That's weird. We can't request to leave either at the moment. It's not working. I'm just going to head outside here. See why this isn't working. Let's go for comms. Friends. Pyro gateway. See if we can get that. It's not... It's weird. It's not doing it again. It's saying 0. That's very strange. It's saying 0 SCU. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's a bug. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm just going to head out to anything. Can we mine? Yes, we can. So we can still mine whilst we're here. So, okay, cool. Let's see if we can find something. I think that was just a turret, right? Alright, there you go. Something out here. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. I'm probably better off going to be in this mode, actually. This got a heat signature to it, so this could be like a ship or something. There's a turret. Let's go and find something. Kind of looking for some rocks. Any decent sized space rock will do. Now I don't think we can actually do anything with these ones. These are too big, but also I think we have to find specific types of rocks, which I don't know if we're going to do here. I'm just really curious as to whether this works or not. I don't know if it will or not. I kind of just want to do some mining. There's something out here, but I don't know what's going on out here. There's loads of random stuff. Okay, I'm going to keep checking this. I have a feeling these are just ships that are out here, though. As opposed to, like, anything valuable. So, I think that's actually a player. I think they're actually moving. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything to these. These are just not. They're just there. So we actually have to go and find these. Like from the V mode here, we have to go and actually find the stuff that we can grab. And I just don't think there's anything out here, sadly. Yeah, that's the jump point. It's pretty worthless. Okay, not going to waste my time anymore. I don't think there's anything out here. The whole idea is you've got to try and find the right places, so there's nothing out here. I could have figured it out from the Regolith Rocks website. I'm unsure. It says cargo is 0, so I'm unsure if this works now. It used to. I don't know. I mean, 8 of those bags. See if we can land. We're not getting a hangar. Oh, yeah, we go. There's a hangar. All right, let's just go and land. I don't know if this has worked or not. We get 32 SEU, right? So we know that each of those bags is worth 8 each. Now, with the bigger bags, in terms of our vehicle size for the mole, there's 8 bags on the bigger vehicle, right? So we know that because we get 96 SCU, and this is... do you know what? Okay, I understand now. There's 8 bags, right? So they're 12 each. So they're 12 each. So the last ones were 8. These are 12. So we should have from 32 to 48. It's showing up as 0, but I feel like that's a bug. I still feel like this works. I'm not aware that it's changed. I need to confirm. But anyway, insurance fraud. Grab yourself the parts. Let's go and get our mole, because we want to take the mole out. Or do we? Do we want to take this out? Now that we've got this, should we just take this out, right? I'm unsure. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna take this out. If this is a bug, oh, I don't know. Got a landing gear down anyway. Let's just get back into our hangar. Oh, which is, by the way, shutting down. You don't have long to get into your hangar. Okay, that is not opening. Let's go back and to comms. Friends, Pyro Gateway, please open for me, Pyro Gateway. No? Yeah. We'll leave this here for a minute. Nice. So what we need to do...
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, we're in a small hangar. Yeah, we can't do anything in a small hangar. We have to go down to a medium hangar. So it's a small hangar. We can't claim a medium ship from a small hangar, which is why it's not showing up on our list. So we're just going to head down. And we're actually going to go... Oh, we need to go to the lobby first. Because we don't have a medium ship. Because it blew up. Don't know how that happened. It was a mechanical failure. I blame AI.
Welcome to the
Let's, there we go. Look, we can claim this. It's going to take 13 minutes to claim. 4.5 minutes before we can expedite it. So, let's just go and take our prospector out, alright? We've got a bit of time. We've got a bit of time. We can do the mole next. But we can take... I'm just really keen to know if that prospector is going to work or not. Oh, got to call it back out. So whilst we're calling it up, we'll retrieve this. Whilst this comes back up, we're going to check in here. And we're going to see... Do we still have our mining attachments? No, we do not. So because we have now done an insurance claim, it has anything that was on that ship we have lost. So when you do an insurance claim, we would have had to have gone and sold that before we did that insurance claim. Now, what I'm interested to see is, are these parts on this ship? Very interesting that they've updated that. That's only a recent update, by the way. No. I did not know that. The bags have gone. Okay. Right, good lessons. Good lessons. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So that is a thing that you used to be able to do that you can no longer do. Cannot do insurance fraud anymore. Not like that. So what we have to do now is blow this up. And do insurance claim on this as well. Because we've lost our parts. Okay, well we can do that now. That's fine. So all we need to do, same thing. Press backspace. Escape the vehicle as quickly as we can. Listen to that beeping noise. It's going to blow you up. So just get out. Smaller ship, so it'll blow up quicker. We should be fine here. All right. That's good to know. We're going to claim that ship. We'll file a claim. And do you know what? Now, because we just wasted 4.5 minutes, we'll take the mole out. We'll just go back and get the mole. Okay, I mean, that was a complete waste of our time, but this game is all about experimentation, and we're trying to figure stuff out, and that is part of this playthrough. So we're not trying to make it perfect. We're not trying to do guides or anything like that. I'm trying to show you a couple of things, but yeah, maybe that's not one of them. The meta of this game changes often. All of that effort. Let's, we're going to pay that expedited fee. It's only a minute and it's not that much, but we're going to pay that and then we're going to head out. I can't believe that's a thing now where... I mean, how would that work in space? You randomly come up against a vehicle. You steal components from that vehicle. You put those components on your ship. And then somebody does an insurance claim on that vehicle. You'll lose those parts, right? Because... There has to be a way to transfer ownership from one person to another. So maybe it only works when you're doing it on your own stuff. I actually don't know. But interesting. They are removing insurance fraud from the game. I like that. That's good. Good, how it should be.
Please visit us again. Bye.
Let's get them all. Let's go.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Still better because that's 32. This is 96. So effectively, well, the reality is that this is one trip. This is 3 trips. So
Your insurance claim has been your vehicle.
Right,
has
let's
been
go.
moved to our storage. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us.
okay, I feel like we just wasted so much time. I apologise. I do, and hopefully you wasn't following along. Hopefully I've saved you some time so you don't make that mistake. I didn't know they changed that. It definitely used to be a thing. Maybe it still works if you find one out in the wild and take the bags off of it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a way that you can buy the bags instead now. I haven't checked. I don't know. Let's get back. All right, so where do we go? That's the question. I don't think we waste our time going back to Microtech. Oh, there. The doors look similar to the walls. I get confused sometimes. Okay. So the question now is, where do we go? I think it is going to be beneficial for us to go. I think it was it Crew L4? I said, no, it was her L5, right? Or her L, yeah, was it her L5? Where's nearest to us? I think it was her 5, right? Yeah, her L5. There's like a 33% chance as opposed to what we had just had as a 50% chance. So, yeah, let's just go out here. We'll do this. All right, we're in a queue. All good. We're just going to wait for that queue. Now, obviously, we're not going to get paid for this today because we've got to wait 20 hours for it. But it is definitely interesting to see if this works in terms of time for money. Okay, one more in the queue. All right, hopefully this is it. It's taking a while. I think there's obviously a lot of people here.
You are clear to look.
Okay, here we go. It's a bit of a bigger ship, so we do have to bear this in mind as we're flying out. Alright, we can see what we're heading for, so... landing gear, shields, off we go.
Thank you.
Just a much quicker ship, moves a lot better as well. It won't take us that long to get here. In fact, if we have a quick look, pressing, it's only 1 minute 30 now as opposed to 5 minutes before. So this really depends on if we can find stuff any quicker. You know, we don't have to go down to the planet. So it's a 5 minutes otherwise. We don't have to go down to the planet's surface. We don't have to mess about. We still have to look for stuff, but we're just doing it in space instead now. If we get caught, we can quantum travel out quite quickly. Yeah. But, well, I say that. We can't because... we could if we had other people with us. You know, this effectively is a 4-man crew. Because you can have one person flying and you can have 3 people, 1 in each turret. And by the way, that's 3 lasers focusing on the same rock. Now, if you have 2 moles, that's 6 lasers on the same rock. You can effectively combine this multi-crew, multi-ship, and you can crack some really big rocks that you wouldn't otherwise be able to crack solo. So this gameplay loop, it works as a solo, but if you want to do some of the really big stuff, then obviously you need a team with you. You'd have spare bags with you. I assume you'd swap them out and stuff like that. You'd have a transporter. The transporter will back and forth. Like there's ways you can do this, but logistically at the moment, that's not all in game yet. So we have to be realistic on what we can get away with now. Again, it's nicer to have that upgraded cargo space. I'm sure that works, but maybe you need to buy them. You can't just swap them out. I don't know. All right, now we need to have a look. All right. Okay. So, press V, go into this mode. There we go, 8,000. We've got a heat signature there of 8,000, so we can go towards this. Make sure we're not going too fast. You need to get that ping out. Okay, so here we go. You can see now we're starting to find these little clusters. Okay, so there we go. There's a few little clusters here. It's broken down into these 4 rocks. Now this could be panels, debris, could be anything. We don't know what it's going to be until we get close enough. Right, in this instance, it's debris. This is just like panels and stuff. So this is stuff that you can scrape in like a salvager or something like that. These are literally just panels, ship panels. So good for things like RMC, not good for things like me. That's a 10,000. That's a 1,870. Let's go and have a look at this one because it's a weird number. You need to learn what the numbers are. So this number here, this helps you understand what things are. They really need a part of the website, like, just focused on this and nothing else. But okay, let's go. We found some debris, so that's all good. What are we going to find next? That's more for salvaging. Alright, there's a rock. It's an unknown rock. So we're going to head to this. We're going to scan it. Okay, it's a Q-type. So remember we saw there were different types. This is a Q-type. So we just need to find out what's on it. So let's get close enough. Right, so it's purple. We just hover over it. We don't need to do anything. Just hover over it. And then once it goes purple, hold down your left mouse button. And this will scan. Right, this should actually tell us what we're looking at. Okay, but it's not gonna. Let's go and press M. Oh, there we go. So now we can see, it doesn't show up on the scanner, sorry, it shows up here. So we can see this is quartz.
Attack on shields.
Oh, we're getting attacked.
Shields on. Shields on.
Uh-oh. Somebody's attacking us.
Shields off.
Okay, we need to get out of here. We need to find somewhere to QT to. Anywhere. We're getting hit. We're out. Oh, that was close. Press U. We're out. All right. Not good. Not good. All right. We're safe, though. We're safe. We got out. It just turns out they're a really bad player. All right. That's the risk we take. That's the risk we take. All right, we got out. That's good. Someone's calling. No. All right, we're in the middle of nowhere. That's good. Okay. Let's go back to Microtech. We're going to be safe. It's going to take us 3 minutes to get there, but do you know what? Let's just play safe. The chance of someone being down on the planet of Microtech is quite low. That obviously is quite a hot spot because we're at a place where people can like go between, you know, like they can go and refuel, they can do stuff, they might see us and they might be like, oh, I'm going to kill him. And there's loads of murder hobos out there that for no reason just want to kill you. I just don't feel like at this stage I want to risk that one life that I've got. There's always a risk as well when you lower your shields, getting those shields down to be able to quantum travel out, finding a marker. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't missile or anything like that. I don't know why he went straight into gun mode. And thankfully, like if we were in a prospector there, ooh, might have even got us. Lower shields. This is a bit tankier. And I don't know what he was in. I didn't even stop to look. I didn't even want to take the... I didn't even want to look. It wasn't even worth it. And also, you don't know how many there are. You know, it could be an ambush. There could be a couple of them. They could fly into you. They could torpedo you. They could missile you. They could, you know, be more agile than you if they're a good PvPer. I mean, he wasn't a very good PvPer, so I'm very grateful for that. He just, you know, wanted to fight. But if he was a good PvPer, he would have just ruined my shields and got behind me and just, yeah, completely... Imagine if at that point, imagine if I'd have got out of my pilot seat, because imagine if at that point I was in the mining laser. You know, I could have been completely helpless there. All right. Good to know. And I like that as well about this game. It's not safe, and it shouldn't be safe. And you should be worried about losing stuff. That's a cool part of this game. A little bit harder for me because I'm on one life, but normally you would just respawn and come back, claim your ship, and off you go. And with the new update, you won't even lose your gear. You'll still have all your FPS gear on you. So if I die, I just straight back out into it. Now, that's good from my perspective. I don't have to kit up, but it's bad from the perspective that, you know, someone can just be like spamming themselves back into fights. if you're trying to like attack or defend a location, it could really be a challenge if someone's just constantly respawning with all their gear. I don't know how it's going to work for things like ammunition. Like, I'm assuming if you've got it on your belt, you'll get it back. But I think what they said is anything in your inventory slots won't carry over. So if you've got stuff in your backpack, you will lose that. But you'll keep the backpack itself. Anyway, that being said, there's iterations of this new update that's going to be coming out. So there's like a tier 0, tier 1, tier 2, like version control almost. And tier 0 is not going to be ideal. In fact, tier 0 will probably break a lot of things, but it's necessary in order to move forward. And I trust them. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for CIG because I think that this has the potential to change the entire direction of the game. From less of a realistic sim to more of an arcade style. And it's really pandering to the instant gratification and dopamine hits that people want. But I don't know if it necessarily makes the game any better. So, we'll see. Hard to say right now. Hard to say. Let's figure out where we're going to go, though. There's nowhere right or wrong to go. We just need to pick somewhere. We're going to go to Hella's Regret. By the way, the best thing to do is just to fly down to a specific location and not pick a POI. Like, if we pick a point of interest, picking a point of interest, there's always going to be people that can go to that point of interest. If we were, however, just to, like, fly down... Oh, this says I'm too close. Hold on a minute. I've already... That doesn't make sense, right? Because I already... I'm already on Microtech. Yeah, I'm already on Microtech, so that's a bit of a weird one. I want to go to... Don't really want to go over there. Don't really want to go over there. Let's go for this one. I think the only people you're likely to find here are going to be like new players. Hopefully they won't kill us. Okay. Alright, twice we nearly died. Once because of the NPCs and once because, well... So what we're going to do now is we're not going to head down there. There's actually people down there. There's a mole down there. Look, we're not going to head down there. We're just going to head in a random direction over here somewhere. Kind of like the idea of the mountain ranges. We're going to keep following them. We're going to tab it out. We're going to go into the right view mode. Wow, we picked a great place. There's literally nothing here. Okay. Hopefully as we get a little bit closer, we'll find stuff. You've got to be close enough. You've got to be within range to it. So these rocks aren't huge, massive rocks, so they're not going to show out like 10, 20 kilometers out. So we do have to be at a certain level to see them. But yeah, there's like really nothing here. Okay. Alright, there's some stuff over here. I don't really want to go over there because there's a ship over there. We'll check this one out though over here. I don't know what this is. I still don't know what this is, but this doesn't look... Oh, this is apparite. Okay, so this is... these are too small. These are small little clusters that you'd normally pick up with like a rock or a hand mining. I mean, we can get them with this, but it's just not... They're too small for us. It's not worth it. Let's go over here. Right, that's a 9,800 cluster, so... Yeah, same thing here. This is going to be like Hadnite or something like that, or... Oh, Dolvine and a Quasi-Grazer. Yeah, again, we're not interested in those. They're not the things we're looking for. That's cool, though. We'll keep looking. That one's a 9,000. This is a 9,600. We'll keep looking. We'll go for the closer one first, because we're almost there. It's much faster, this, so it's a lot better than the Prospector. Obviously, it's much bigger as well, which is nicer. Better mining heads in it. Oh, what's that under there? This could be good. Alright, we're going to see what's in here. So we get a mining laser out. We can have a little scan. But I have a feeling, because this is telling us it's already something, I don't know if we're going to... Inert materials. So that's 100% inert materials in that one. This composition, it's working out the composition for me. I only have to hover over this in mining mode. I don't actually have to click any buttons. Alright, so that's... because we're picking up this... Yeah. Atacamite or whatever it's called deposit, because that's what we're looking at. That's what most of this is going to be. I'm seeing if there's anything else here, but I don't think... Oh, you've got to definitely stay on it, though. No, see, there's some quartz in there and a grisium in there. So, because we've got a grisium in there, that's fine, but that's not... Like, that's what a lot of this is going to be. It's not what we're looking for. Yeah, that's just... Got to learn about the different deposits, what they are, what they offer. That's not really a valuable one for us. Alright, there's another one here. What's this going to be? This is good. This is what we're looking for. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for. Granite deposit. Alright, let's have a look what's in granite. I don't know, personally, so I need to check, but... Couple of big rocks here, so are we going to get what we need? Remember, we only really need Conundrum at the moment. Oh, granite. Maybe we can't... Can we not do anything with granite then? Hold on, wait, what? Oh, okay, we can. It just wasn't working for a second. That's weird. Oh, that's 32% there. So, I mean, we could get some, but we're going to pick up a load of crap with it as well. So, 32%, is that really what we want? So, granite does have some in it. That's got some gold, some taranite, and some... This is actually not a bad one. We should probably take this one, to be honest. And then having a look at this one. We want to try and position ourselves as best we can. That's 43%. Again, but we're going to be picking up a load of crap that goes with it. And so, unless you get like 100% where you're getting exactly what you want, you are picking up crap and wasting your storage. Like, we're getting that Boras as well, and... Boras I don't think's worth that much. Maybe I'm wrong, but... We're going to take this and head back anyway, so let's have a quick look. What's in this little one here? There's a tiny one here. ...64% in that one. Alright, so look, we'll take these two because there's some stuff in here, so... We have to make sure we position ourselves right. Once we're positioned right, we have to jump out. This is the annoying thing about this. We have to come down here. Again, not as easy as in the Prospector, but we do get more space. Also, we get a bigger mining head, so we can do more damage, so... Swings and roundabouts. Alright, power on.
Systems activated. Systems on.
There we go. Because this is bigger. We're going through it, but look. Takes a long time, right? We will get through it, but this is like, we wouldn't be able to get, we would not get through this in a Prospector. No, that's really struggling. Now we could move closer. But yeah, that one's a bit of a nightmare. This one should be a lot easier to get through. Wait, what? Oh, this one's bugged out.
Extraction mode on. Fracture mode on.
Right, the charge level on that one's bugged out. This one's working, this one's not. So we don't know whether this one's... We don't know where the level is on this one. Yeah, this one's a difficult one. Because we don't know where we should be. I don't really want to do that. This one works. But the problem with this is that charge level's not going up. Now it's starting to ever so slowly, but now it's going up a little bit, but it's not really going up enough. It's starting to now. We've found a sweet spot. So if we get the same spot and we heat it up, we might break through. We're really pushing like what we can do. We need another... now what we could do is leave that on 100%. We need to move a little bit closer. We need someone else on this, because I think if we were to leave this... Yeah, see, it would turn off. So that's the downside to this. And this is the problem with mining. So, if we had somebody else in the other turret, great. They could push on to the other one, and together, we could do more damage. Solo, it's a little bit harder. But again, the Prospector wouldn't be able to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in a little bit closer here. See if that makes any difference. Distance does make a difference. As does the heads that you have. There's stronger heads that you can get. There's even like explosive charges you can get that you can go and put onto the rocks. There's lots of stuff you can do with this. Okay. Right, so now we're closer. Let's try this again. So 100% laser intensity, but again, we're really struggling to break this rock. It says it's impossible, look. Because of the mass of it, the composition of it. It's 60 SCU rock, but 40% of that's conundrum. So this one says it's easy, but we can't. Yeah, see, we can't tell with this one. This one's difficult. We can't tell whether we're actually breaking through it or not. Because it's bugged out.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on.
We could just pick that one up directly. That works. This one, not so much, though. Okay, so... we'll try one more time. Oh. We'll try it one more time. So we're going to go back into mining mode. I don't think it's going to lift. Nah, this is just on the cusp of too much for us. The resistance is 31%. It's too big. The mass is too high. So if we look on the right-hand side here, we can see the mass is 8444. 31% resistance. It's just too much for us to do. So we're going to leave that. Good for us to play with, though. I'm learning. I mean, I'm sorry I can't come to you with an expert guide or anything from this, but I am an absolute noob when it comes to mining. So I'm trying. I'm testing. This is a game loop that I have not done in a long time. Long time. But it's cool. I'm quite happy to you know, that's what we're doing here. We're exploring. I understand the concept and the process. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the video, though. If you understand the concept and the process of what you're doing, then when version 1.0 launches, you're like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. You've got an idea, you know? There's something down here, though, but I don't know what that is. Unless that... no, that's inside... whoa, that's not... yeah, be careful. That's how you blow your ship up. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is over there. We're going to ignore that. Right, what's this one? Let's have a look. 3,100. All right, this is definitely a lot lighter. See what we can find.
Shields on.
No, that looks like maybe, but that looks like it's a small cluster. Yeah, it's aphorite. We're not interested in that. This one's bigger. That's 1,700 over there. So this one's 9,300. So we definitely want something in like the 9,000 range, maybe even bigger. I think this one's probably still a little bit too. That's going to be something small again. Yeah, that's Dolvine. So 9,000s as well. No good for us. This is like 1,700 mass. This mass is like really small. It's not even worth us looking at, to be honest. I mean, we'll go over there because I'm curious what it is, but the mass is so low that it's not going to be anything valuable. Could be animals or something. Or like one rock on its own. Shao deposit. Yeah, see, it's just like one rock on its own. I'm curious what Shao is, though. Like, what's within it. So we're going to go and have a look just to see. Just because I'm curious. Just 100% inert material. Really? Oh, no. Quartz. Taranite. Nah. It's not what we're looking for. Quite unsuccessful this time. We picked a really bad spot. Last time it was like super easy. This time... and this is the problem I have, is it's like... this feels like a... like if you were to just go and buy and sell, the time between buying and selling is just so much easier. This is kind of... I kind of feel like this should be more valuable because the time and effort you put into this, mining it, should be so much more valuable than buying and selling it. But in the moment, it's just broken. It's the other way around. Right, we're going to see what's here. This is like a 3,100. It looks like there's a few rocks here. No, that's aphorite again. Not what we're looking for. This being a 1,800. Again, it looks like it could be a solo rock. Yep. It is a deposit though. It's a single deposit. Kind of curious what this one is. This is the one we had before, right?
Mining mode on.
Composition is quartz. And again, there's a lot of inert in there as well, which we don't want, so 8,000 for this one.
Mining mode off.
These are the sort of numbers we want, but this could be good, but this could be huge. This could just be a huge boulder that we can't break. What we don't want is the problem that we had before with the last one, where the mass is so high it's impossible for us to break it. No, this looks like it's going to be like Dolvine or something like that. Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is. Dolvanite. Not interested. Alright, quite keen to find something. Maybe we go back up. Maybe it's time for us to reset. We're in the wrong place. Need to go and find some more mountains. Maybe we go over to Cleo. Curious what this is. Oh, what sort of a deposit is this? Let's go and have a look. This one could be quite good. Hopefully. We've searched for a while, so let's hope we got some luck. Felsic. What is Felsic? Let's have a look, shall we? See what we got. Decent sized rocks for us. Alright. 50%. Alright. What's in this one? Okay, 67%. There's some inert materials in here, but overall, we found one. Let's have a look at what's in this one. Yeah, I mean, there's some in here. This is the one we want. This is the big one. So if this was like 100%, this would be ideal. No, it's not. But it's like 60%, so we'll take that. All right, so we'll take these. I'm going to try and position myself so I can get close to... If not all three, then I can get close to all three. Alright, let's try that there, shall we? Moment of truth. Always bring water out with you because you never know if you're going to need a drink or not. That's why I picked mine up.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Alright, so...
Warning. Power critical.
No, this one I think we can just collect straight away, right?
Extraction mode on.
Yeah, so this one we can just collect straight away. It's too small. So that's cool. This one. Yep, look, we can just collect these straight away. We don't even need to do anything. That's cool. What about this one? Oh no, we can't quite reach this one. That's annoying. Haha. Alright, we'll pick them two up anyway, but this one's a bit too far out, so... This is the annoying thing about this now, is that this is really a two-person job. I'll be honest, I only rented it to get the bags, which now don't matter, so... yeah, unfortunate. I might just, like, not do an insurance claim on this and see if I can keep the bags that way. Don't know if that would work.
Mining mode on.
Lots of back and forth. Still quicker, though, than going on the prospector.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on.
Okay. So we need to swap over.
Fracturing mode on.
Now, because we're at 100% intensity, we're flying up. This is only a small little rock. It's easy to crack, so... Alright, we're there. Yeah, so the reason this bar wasn't showing up on the other one was because the other one was already cracked and I just wasn't paying attention. The bar only shows up if it's a certain size.
Attack on shield.
Right, now I can look at these and make sure I'm only picking up the right part. So that's that one we can take.
Extraction mode on.
There's a little bit of inert in there, but not much. Anything that's like 100% inert we don't want. That one's Taronite and we can take that one as well. Taronite's quite good raw. We can get some good money for that if we sell it. As long as we've got enough of it. Yeah, that's 75%, so we'll take that. What's this one? Yep, same again. We'll take the Taronite as well, that's fine. Now, see, that's 77% inert materials. We don't want that one. Too much of a waste. 80%. Yep, we'll take that. Cool.
Fracturing mode on.
We may be too far away to do this. %60 resistance, though. I don't even know if we're going to get through that one.
Mining mode on.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, a bit of input lag there. We're back. Don't know what happened there. It just froze, but we're good. Let's have a look at that Lex one, see what we can do.
Mining mode on.
So we'll try and get close enough. So we can also look with this, by the way, to see what it says. So the mass of this, decent size, but it's like a lot of resistance. I don't think we're going to get through that resistance. It's going to be quite a hard one. And that little gap is such a tiny gap to be able to go through. This is 67% on this, but I think we'll be wasting our time with it. I just don't think we're going to get through it. Is there anything else over here? There's this one as well. We can check this one out. So this one, still got some resistance, but it's a lot smaller, this rock. So we can definitely break through this one. So we'll do this one first.
Mining mode on.
Okay. Okay.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
I think we might. This one's easy, so we should go... Whoa, 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 whoa. That's going up far too quick, so... We need to bring that power down. Again, we have a very small window here to be able to keep this in. So we need to be very careful. I just got to hold it right there. There's only like 15 SCU here, so it's not ideal. It's not a lot. Bigger rocks would be better. Nice. Alright, let's go for the extraction. Have a look at what we're dealing with. 52%. There's some beryl in here as well. I'm also not going to be able to get all this. I'm too close. That's 100%. No, that can't be inert materials, right? Yeah, that's 100% inert materials, so we're going to ignore that one. We'll take this one. Only 22% on that one. It's a bit too much. I don't really want to take that one. Alright. I'm just seeing if there's anything else underneath here. So this one, yeah, we can take this one. It's only small. This one, I think, this one didn't scan. I was trying to scan this one. Yeah, we'll definitely take that one. That one's a good one. Only one SCU, so it's not huge, but that one we don't want. That one we don't want. This one. Yeah, we'll take that one. And then we can't quite reach that last one over the back there, but I'll be honest, for the size of it and what it is, I'm not really that bothered. I'm not worried. This is the challenge of mining. I'm definitely too close, so I need to be back a little bit further to collect. Alright, let's have one quick go on that one that was too big and too hard and see if we can crack it. If not, we need to go and find another cluster. But I think already we're at the point where we're done. We want to head back. This is going to be a bit of a long episode. I appreciate that. Alright, so this was the last one, right? So we're going to go for above it, like so. So we'll cover the rock. Of a decent enough distance away, but not too far. Okay.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on.
Okay. Moment of truth. Can we get through this?
Fracturing mode on.
We're going to have to put this up to max, and it looks like we are not even moving that charge level, so yeah, this is not even going to move, so there's no real chance we can't get through this at all. No. All right, we're not going to break that one, not solo. We're going to leave that. I think, you know, we can keep going and just keep grinding this, but this is going to take some time, and we're not going to get a huge amount out of this because we're not getting anything that's 100% pure. It's got other stuff built in with it, so is it worth it? Are we going to make the money back on the ship? Is it kind of a waste of our time, all the back and forth?
Mining mode on.
Okay. We'll have another little look. If there's nothing immediately around, what we got at the moment, we are only, wow, like 32 cargo. So like we've just, this whole trip has just filled up a prospector. So we're not even utilizing this space properly now. We've still got another 2 prospectors to go. So let's see what we can find. We're going to head back over towards the mountain areas. That's a 620. We're not even worried about that. That's just too small. This one being like 8,000, I think is, again, not going to help. We'll have a look, but I feel like this is going to be too small. This is going to be small rocks, like dolvanite or something. Oh, we might be wrong. We'll come a bit closer and just check it out. I mean, I can't actually see anything here. There we go. Yeah, that's just going to be dolvanite or something like that, or aphrite. Dolvanite, yeah. Let's get back over to the mountains. See if we can find anything over this way.
Shields off.
Something over there, like 20-something kilometers. That's another mole. So somebody else doing exactly what we're doing over there. But they're not moving, so chances are they may be offline.
Shields on.
There's some quasi-grazers. We'll check out this one first. It's got a 4,500 signature on it, so we'll see. Maybe a couple of rocks. A couple of rocks would be nice. There are people who know these signatures, like they know exactly what it is. They would be able to tell you roughly what this is just by that that size there. I unfortunately am not that good, although this could be something. No, no, not good enough. Let's keep going over this way. I don't want to get too close to that point of interest because anyone that comes to that point of interest will see me. So I was kind of keen to get away from that. We're going to head over this way, though. Maybe the mountain regions are going to be better for us. Bigger rocks. Because you get, you know, rocks on mountains and stuff. And that's what I would expect. Oh, look, there's granite deposit over there. That's the one that I think we found before, right? I think we're back on the same thing we was on before. Dulvine over there. Yeah, let's go this way then. Kind of get away from everything a little bit. We'll just keep following this over in this general direction. If not, we could go over to the Cleo moon. We know there's more chance of finding something over there. Now this one could be good. Maybe not. I thought there was less. No, that's Aphrodite. I thought it was less. It looked like less. If it's a big bunch of arrows like that, you know it's going to be a small cluster. And that's just not really going to be in our benefit. This does move a lot faster. It's a lot nicer. No, see, that we know is going to be like a Dulvine or something. Or, yeah. Not really interested in that. That's 1,000. That's 1,800. Okay. I just saw one over here, but I don't know where it went. Let's go over this way. And then I think we'll just head back. We'll do this refining order, put it in, and we'll call it a day. Mining really can... It can be a very rewarding process, but also if you don't get lucky as well, there is an element of luck. And if you don't get lucky, there is an element of wasting time. And I'm kind of committed, so I'm keen to figure this one out. But at the same time, see, I don't think this is going to be a valuable one. I don't know, maybe. We'll have a look. I don't know what this is. No, see, this is Aphrodite. Now, I'm going to bring it down just to look at this, but you'll see, because you can break these with, like, you can see how small they are, right? These are so small that even if I hover over this in mining mode,
on.
like it's Aphrodite, but it's just not enough, you know? It's so small. Like, I could pick this up, but it's just, there's no point. I mean, that has a bit of everything in it. That's got some... I'll tell you what, we're going to take that. I didn't know that had conundrum in it. I mean, you can see it's got a breakdown of a bit of everything in it. Oh, no, that's us. Sorry, this is Aphrodite. So I was looking down there for a minute. I was like, okay. So, yeah, we're not going to get anything from that. Getting late in the day. Getting tired. Going to have to call it soon. Let's see. Oh, there's some more stuff down here, but... Hold on, wait. No, that's what I was just looking at, right? No? Oh, yeah. So that's where I just was over there. This is another one. This is going to be, I don't know, like Hadonite or something. Dulvine again, yeah. It's just... Unfortunately, the stuff around here, not really ideal for us. Picked a bit of a bad landing spot. Alright, there is something else here, but this has shown up really last minute, so I'm expecting this to be another little small cluster. Yeah, so look, I have to get super, super close to this, and then it shows up there, so, yeah. I'm looking for something that shows up from a distance. Okay. Felsic deposit. That looked quite good before, I think. So this is... Wait, where is it? Nope. I think that's it just over there, right? Yeah, there it is. Let's have a look and see what this is.
Mining mode on.
Okay. Well, I'm hopeful. This was quite good last time. Alright, let's have a look. It's small though. Very small. That's just 100% inert materials. Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, hold on. I already got this one. This was the one I got before, I think. This has already been broken. Look, it's all the crap that we left behind. Ah, yeah. Okay, so I think we've just done a full loop, right? Yeah, this one's... Alright, we're going to call it there, I think. We're done. There's nothing else worth really taking here. We've got like 20 SCU. Oh, we'll take that one.
Mining mode off.
Right, well, we actually want... Okay, so that's not actually working, which is weird.
Shields off.
Can't swap over, so ship is being a little bit weird. Let me check the power management, see if there's anything weird there. No, look, you can see here mining laser heads, they should be working.
Shields on. Mining mode off.
Alright, so press U, and then U again. Oh. Not ideal. Now let's try again. No.
Mining mode on.
No, that mining head's not working. Won't let us swap. Alright, that's a good note to call it back. We're going to head off. In fact, it's not charging, it's not working, something's wrong with it, we don't know what it is. We're going to head back. Let's go to Pyro. We'll go and drop this off. As you can see, can be really, really challenging sometimes with this. I would much rather with this... like, that's $250,000 to rent that, by the way. That was a really expensive rent. And I just don't feel like we got any benefit out of it. Not really. We're going to head out. It was just a lot of messing about, a lot of searching. We didn't find much. Now, you might get really lucky. And when you do find stuff, it feels great when you find it because of how hard it is, right? If it was easy to find, then it would just be easy. But the fact that it's hard is good, but not at the point where it's so hard that it makes you want to give up. And you actually do give up. It needs to be hard enough where you're like, this is painful, but do you know what? Actually, I'll do it. When it gets to the point where you're like, nah, I'm done, then you have to ask yourself the question, is it really worth it? And I think, unfortunately, that just becomes, that whole game loop is just not enjoyable in that sense. We got like 30-something SCU. We didn't really get, we got the same as a prospector. So at the moment, we are not getting value for money on this. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll have another go and see what happens. Maybe we'll head over to selling and see if we can get anything. But for now, let's just go back, take this. We'll get that refining ordering and then we'll call it. We are, you know, well over our 2-hour mark on this video. All right, so I'm just going to head back to Pyro Gateway. I'm going to get that refining order in. I'm going to do exactly what I did before, but I'm going to call the video here so that I don't waste your time. It's pretty self-explanatory what's going to be happening at this point. But yeah, 2 hours, 20 minutes. I apologise for the delay, but thank you for bearing with me. That was emotional. There was a lot of stuff involved there. We almost died at one point. But, you know, that's the mining loop that we've been working towards. Nothing really beneficial here for us, except for the fact that we could mine this stuff, get that refined, and then get the supply or die done. I'm quite keen to go back to SCD1 in the next video and just have a look and see if we can get our cargo. Be very interesting to see if we can do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.